In this lesson, I will explain to you about frequency polygons, which is a kind of graph, and I will show you how you can make the frequency polygons in Microsoft Excel. So frequency polygons, which we use in statistics, they use the midpoints and frequencies of the classes. So here I have set some data. This is the class limit. Second column shows the midpoint and third column represents the frequency. So class limit, our first class limit starts from 100 to 104. Second starts from 105 to 109. Similarly, third starts from 110 and 104. So the 14. So the width of all the classes should be same. Second column is the midpoint. How we calculate the midpoint? 100 plus 104 divided by 2, it is 102. Similarly, 105 plus 109 divided by 2 is equal to 107, and so on. So this one is called the lower class limit, while these is called the upper class limit. So if someone asks you how to calculate the midpoint, you can say lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2, you will get the midpoint. So similarly, you can calculate all the midpoints of all the class limits. Then is the frequency. So 5 is the frequency of the first class, 15 is the frequency of the second class, 25 is the frequency of the third class, and so on. Now we have to make the frequency polygon, and frequency polygon, I told you, use the midpoints and the frequencies. So we have to use these two columns in order to make the frequency polygons. But keep in mind, whenever you want to make the graph or perform any function in Excel, you have to select your data. If we will not select our data, we cannot make any graph or we cannot perform any function. So I have selected these two columns because we have to use midpoints and frequencies of the classes. Then you have to go on the insert tab. In insert, these are all the graphs and charts group. If you could not find from here, you can click on the recommended charts, but I will click here, and this one is the frequency polygon. But see, the most important thing about the frequency polygon is that the both it should touch the x-axis, it should touch the x-axis. Lines for the frequency polygon begin and end on the x-axis, which I have mentioned here. Lines for the frequency polygon begin and end on the x-axis. It means both lines should touch the x-axis. But according to our data, we do not have enough data so they can touch it. So I will show you, just delete it, and I will show you how these 2 points touch the x-axis. You have to select this and then right click and then insert. In insert, it says shift cells down, click OK. Here actually we do not have any frequency, so write down 0. Similarly, midpoint, according to this data, 102, 107, 112, there is a difference of 5. So 97 should come here. Similarly, 137, because after 132, see, this is the pattern. And here again make the frequency 0 because we do not have any frequency. Now select these two columns again. Go to the insert tab and then open this. And now you can see that both line touches the x-axis. So this is the frequency polygon. This is the name of the graph or chart title. If you want to write down frequency polygon, so just select it, and here then you can write down frequency is already there, so I can add polygon, frequency polygon. On the x-axis we have the midpoints, and on the y-axis we have the frequencies. If you want, you can write down here. Click on this positive sign. This is the axis title. Click here and then these will be highlighted here. So you can write down on x-axis we have midpoints. Similarly, on y-axis we have frequency. Same function, whatever you can do from here, you can also perform add chart elements from the chart layout groups. Open this, but here you can find out some more groups. Here is the data levels. You can set your data levels left, right, above, see, below, wherever you want. Right, okay, in the left I will say okay, below is fine. So these are our frequencies now. And from here you can change the color as well. These are the style how you want to show this graph to your audience, and here you can change the color as well. So this is our frequency polygon which is ready. Now I will show you how to make the relative frequency polygons and what is the difference between them. In frequency polygon we have to use the midpoint and frequency, while in the case of relative frequency polygon we will use the midpoints and the relative frequency of the classes. And keep in mind that the relative frequency total should be 1. So how we will calculate? Always in Excel, formula starts with is equal to sign, is equal. First we will make the total of the frequencies. So total frequency is 93 equal to 5 divided by total frequency, then equal to 15 and divided by total frequency. Similarly equal to 25 divided by, see, I am doing one by one. In this way you will learn more. Otherwise I can use the different method in which I can do all in one shot. And the last one is 8 divided by, so we can set up to 2 decimal places. You can decrease the decimal places from here. So see, it is 1. It means this is good, that sum of relative frequencies should be 1. Now we have to use the midpoint and the relative frequency. So you have to select first this column, press and hold Control key on your keyboard and select the second, but you do not have to select the total of the relative frequency. And then go to the insert, click on this, and we are going to make the frequency polygon. The frequency polygon is ready. But again, lines for the frequency polygon begin and end on the x-axis. So I will show you here how we will enter this. You have to select this, right click, insert, and in relative frequency we do not have any frequency, so write down 0. On the basis of this midpoint, so what should come here? 97. And here I will show you, insert, shift cells down. Here you can write down 0 frequency and here 137. Now we will use these two columns in order to make the frequency polygon. Go to the insert and see, now our frequency polygon, both lines touches the x-axis. Similarly you can pick your lines or design from here. You can change the color from here. You can add your data levels, same thing whatever I told you. So this is the relative frequency. If you want, click here, change the name of your graph. Here x-axis and y-axis you can write down, open this plus sign, and then it will come up here. So in this lesson you have learned the relative frequency polygon and the frequency polygons. If you still have any question, write down in comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel Saima Academy. Thanks for watching.